Hello everyone, it's Mike Krow. It's been a while. How's your mom? Anyway, for the past 5 months, I've abandoned my current project, King Dachi. I left it out in the rain like a soggy piece of bread, forever destined to be pecked into oblivion by soulless avianoids, and curiously observed by any passing bipedal being. What is this bread? Is it even bread? Who abandoned their piece of loaf in the most communal of positions? This bread. Is it me? I kicked it aside like a New Year's resolution in February. What a shame. What a shame. But also, hey, I dug up the bones of see you later, so forget about that bread for a while. Truth be told, after I released the demo of King Dachi, I was hoping to get some more feedback on it before continuing developing it. And I got some. And to those, I thank you. So, while I was waiting for feedback for this starving devist, I decided I might as well try and pull See Ya Later from the depths of early access limbo, and add the features I said I would. If you're new here, let me take a moment and spill my beans all over you. See Ya Later is a game I made for iOS, and it's a stinker. But some people seem to like it, so I made a desktop version of it. But honestly, I've never really been happy with it. So I thought I would try out Godot and see about making it better at the same time. And after 5 months of Godot, I went from absolutely hating Godot to, alright Godot, I guess you can come to Thanksgiving this year. When I first started making See Ya Later, I was interested in making systems and an ecosystem of sorts. Obviously, those little phones are not really capable of anything too demanding, so I didn't get a chance to do it, but with Godot, I decided to take a stab at it. I added quite a few new things to it. One of the things I wanted to add was a weather system. That as a result would make better use of the clothes, since before they were nothing really more than a fashion statement. I started with making a 7-day temperature forecast. The daily temperature fluctuates throughout the day and affects the player's body temperature, which if it gets too low will affect their health. But I soon realized that if you're going to add weather effects like rain or snow, things get wet. And if things get wet, then that should also get represented. So I went about creating a wetness system for items, NPCs, and the player. I always thought the systems in Breath of the Wild were amazing. Things catch fire, water puts them out. Stuff like that is pretty cool and really adds to a random fun element of the game. Naturally, I had to do the same for my game. Now fire dries things out quicker. If you're wet, it affects your body temperature. Before an object or NPC can catch fire, they have to be dry enough for it to happen. All of these new systems started to add up, and now when people ask me about my game, I point to my shirt and it says, "It's complicated." We smile and laugh and never talk to each other again. Another huge change/improvement is that I completely changed the movement scheme. Originally I based it off a Pokemon type of movement, where you move a direction in a unit of movement. This worked for the most part on the mobile version, but really became limiting the more I played with it. So I decided to completely revamp it, and made it allow for movement in all directions. Yay! When generating a world this time, I actually used Perlin noise to create worlds. This is great! But then I realized this creates a huge problem because I went from making little ponds to large bodies of water on the map. And sometimes these large bodies of water would create a barrier between the player and the part they're trying to locate. I thought, well, maybe I could write some magical algorithm to make sure the parts were always accessible. Or, why not let the player swim? And if the player is going to swim, then that means the NPCs should have to be able to swim too. And if the player is going to get wet, then so should the NPCs. And if you can swim, then you gotta be able to drown. And, well, I honestly kept running into situations where for it to make sense I need to add a system or a feature. I'm still messing with body temperature and weather, and it still needs a lot of work. Though I have made a lot of progress, but at the same time I've had to cut a few things out in the meantime. I have a somewhat working fishing mechanic, but it still needs refinement, so I've taken it out for the time being. Clothes are another victim of it as well. But now you can swim, move freely, wet your cat, and eat NPCs. Pretty good trade-off for now, at least. I'm really close to releasing the updated version on Steam. Just a few more things I want to settle before making it public. And what will happen to the original version for the people who want to play it for some reason? Well, I decided to just go ahead and offer it for free on itch.io as something like See Ya Later Classic. And if I actually make something off this new version, I'll probably re-release it on Steam for free as well. So all the Steam collectors out there will be happy. And when I do release See Ya Later 2.0, I plan on increasing the price a bit. Probably to $3.99. Cause you know, you boys gotta eat. And hopefully get back to King Dachi. Well, it's been an interesting past 5 months and I hope you're all doing well. Thanks for sticking around in all this. And now there's only one thing left to say. See ya later!